From Washington, this is the tvnews.tv for Monday, May 23, 2011. Brought to you by the Turner Alumni Mega Celebration in Atlanta on November 12th. For information and registration, search out Turner Alumni Group Celebration on Facebook. Hello, I'm Jeff Grimshaw, and we begin with the big picture, news analysis and commentary. Well, the big news in media recently was the instant stratospheric rise of LinkedIn stock, over doubling its value on its very first day of trading. Sound familiar? Spanish-American philosopher George Santayana wrote a rarely observed axiom well over 100 years ago, and it goes a little something like this, and I quote, "Those who will not learn from the past will be condemned to repeat it." Translation: history repeats itself only if you are ignorant of history. Okay, who remembers the dot-com financial run-up and bust of the new millennium? A show of hands. Of course you do. Now, we all took a giant step backward during that time. Terrible deals were done because of the influx of money against little or no earnings and know-how. Didn't affect our history, right? Wrong. Look up the AOL Time Warner deal. If fiasco had a name, it was that deal. Okay, I am no Jim Cramer. Booyah! But I can look at the basics of what just happened with LinkedIn. You now have a ridiculous price-earnings ratio on this issue, over $90 a share against no projected earnings for 2011. So what are investors actually buying into? Hype and air. Now is it starting to sound familiar? Facebook will be heading on to the IPO block in a bit of time. The projected yield of this IPO is on the order of $100 billion versus $2 billion in revenue right now. And that puts this PE well into the danger zone. Twitter? Well, they say they have no plans for an IPO. Yeah, right. Twitter is forecast to earn maybe $150 million in 2011, and they can't stand idly by and let their competitors muscle up financially on them by anywhere between 100 to 1,000 to 1. So the moral of this piece to the TV and new media industry is beware. Beware of fueling a dot-com 2 bubble and collapse. Don't take my word for it. Take a guy named Warren Buffett's word for it, because he said the exact same word, beware. Remember, those who will not remember the past will be condemned to relive it.
Saturday, November 12th, the Turner Alumni Group Celebration happens at the Hilton Atlanta. All Turner employees, past and present, are invited to join special honored guest Ted Turner, host Bill Tush, plus all of your Turner colleagues and pals for a mega event that's been 3.5 decades in the making. For information and registration, head on over to the Turner Alumni Group Celebration page on Facebook.
Okay, let's talk a little bit more about some big TV bucks versus, well, what could prove to be invisible, but only this time, value. What top TV franchise is selling out fast at top dollar, but if things don't change, well, it won't even have anything to show this fall? Yeah, you guessed it, the NFL. Now, according to reports, NBC has sold out over 50% already of Super Bowl 46 at rate card of over $3 million per 30-second spot. And Fox has reportedly moved nearly all of its inventory allotted to automotive. Now stay tuned to see what happens to all of these committed avails and the dollars that go with them should the NFL schedule be adversely affected by an unresolved lockout. And finally, take Lady Gaga, mix in Justin Timberlake. Do not, I repeat, do not add a wardrobe malfunction. What do you get? Well, you get the highest season-ending ratings in 7 years for Saturday Night Live. SNL delivered a 7 rating, which ties it with the 2004 season ender featuring the Olsen twins, and just slightly less than the 2000 season closer, which featured both Jackie Chan and Kid Rock.
Future events and opportunities brought to you by Dude Walker. Get the best voice. Get the best price. Get Dude at DudeWalker.com.
Hey, tomorrow, don't forget that the TV News returns with the New Media, New Marketing Report. John Leland will tell you about the Twitter value that Ashton Kutcher either will or won't bring to 2.5 Men this fall. Hey, you want one of these? We would love for you to have one or two, or maybe even more. Click right here at the tvnews.tv to get to the TV News store, and you can also get there via the tvnews.tv on Facebook. And if you want to become a proud sponsor of the TV News, tabbed by one of the top TV executives recently, as an industry influencer, just email us at thetvnews.tv. And that about does it for this edition of the TV News. I'm Jeff Grimshaw. We thank you very much for watching, and as always, go out and make it a good day.